Welcome to Sports, Wheels, and Reels with Jeff Miller and Austin Horton. One show, two guys, three topics, unlimited possibilities. Presented by Mark Miller Subaru. Engage with us on social media or email us at podcast@mmsubaru.com. And now, welcome your hosts, Jeff Miller and Austin Horton.
Episode 34 of Sports, Wheels, and Reels.
Oh, you're getting up there.
We're halfway to 78.
It's good math.
Is that correct? Coming up in sports, by the way, he's Josh. I'm Austin.
That's not correct. 68. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
is it?
That's why we're in the automotive industry, folks. This is exactly why. We're going to give Austin a break. He's been under the weather.
Yeah. So
not firing on all cylinders.
Under the children.
A cylinder 4 misfire. But we'll get him there.
What's 10 digits here and there?
Really not that much.
All right. My good friend Gordy Chiesa would say, good thing you don't work for NASA. He'd say it like this, though. Oh, Austin, good thing you don't work for NASA.
There you go.
Dog.
Is he from Boston?
What?
Boston?
Yeah. Born and raised, not Boston. No, Brooklyn.
I was watching a video the other day of this husband and wife, and he's from California. She's from Boston. He's like, I really like the name Carly for our daughter.
Carly?
She's like, I really like the name Carly. And he's like, nope, don't like it anymore. Do not like it. And he's like, Carter also is kind of nice. She's like, yeah, I really like Cotta too.
Cotta.
And he's like, nope, can't do that one.
Ricotta cheese.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, coming up in sports, the Utes in action tonight and last night. The Jazz are being the Jazz.
Yep, what we expected.
And the World Cup is a mess. Also, in wheels, if you hate 2100 South, good news for you. Accessories news from our guy, Corey Zinke.
Yeah.
And we'll have clue number 3 of Suba Blues scavenger hunt.
And I heard a little fun fact that the individual who found it last week listened to the clue on the podcast and found it by 1 o'clock before the clue had officially been announced on social media.
Mom, you didn't even tell me you found the clue. Was it Corey? Because my mom and Corey are the ones that watch and listen.
I know. I wasn't going to make
Thanks
any
for
comments.
Listening.
But
appreciate it. And then in Reels, we need another Indiana Jones film, I guess.
Have to have it.
I saw a documentary about basketballs, and Disney had a flop.
Big one.
That and more if we have time for any of it. Next.
No matter where you live in Utah, your child should have access to the educational programs that help them learn inside and outside of the classroom.
Living unsheltered on Utah's streets is challenging, and when you're down on your luck, sometimes you just need a helping hand and a loving heart. Discovery Gateway Children's Museum uses their Subaru outreach fleet to take informal science education programs to every classroom in the state to help teachers inspire their students.
Volunteers of America uses their Subarus to deliver critical services to those living on the streets to help lift them out of homelessness.
When we deliver opportunities for success, we're creating a stronger future for our community and building leaders of tomorrow. Join Mark Miller Subaru in delivering hope during the Subaru Share the Love event happening now. Learn more at markmillersubaru.com.
Josh Goldsmith in for Jeff Miller today.
Yeah.
And for the foreseeables.
For the foreseeable future.
Jeff serving a 3-week suspension for suckering me into losing a bet last week.
I did hear about that.
I messed up so bad, but excuses.
Do we want to just give everyone a preview of what that was?
I thought Wazoo had to beat Washington.
For us to make it?
Yes.
No, it's the other way around.
And so I thought, well, for sure UCLA is going to beat Cal.
It would have felt like more of a stretch if that was the case.
And I thought for sure Oregon would beat Oregon State. Mm-hmm. And I for sure thought Washington was going to beat Wazoo.
Going deep into the third quarter, it was looking like Oregon was going to beat Oregon State.
When I left here last week...
And the world collapsed.
Oregon State was down 20 when I left here.
Well, they scored 21 points in
28?
5 minutes.
28 unanswered. So
unbelievable.
The Utes are in the Pac-12 title game tonight Did they backdoor their way into this, Josh Goldsmith?
I don't think they.
Yes, they did.
No.
Don't be a homer.
No.
They absolutely backdoored.
I'm a stout fan of Mr. Whittingham. And
Mr.
I,
Brother Whittingham.
Coach Whittingham, and I don't think we backdoored our way into this.
They absolutely
But
did, and that's
the
just fine.
Really crazy thing is
Look at this
that
graphic
whether
you put
we
together.
win, whether we lose, we go Utes, we probably won't make the Rose Bowl no matter what.
That's so funny that they came out with all those new stipulations.
What do you mean?
Where the Rose Bowl was like, oh, we can pick whoever we want. It
We'll
doesn't
either
have
take
to
the
be-
top one if they're not in the championship game, but we'll also take the backup. And
Reading, if USC wins, they're in.
Yeah.
If it's Utah, we're looking elsewhere, which sucks.
which sucks because in theory, everyone's saying that Washington leapfrogs us in the final top 25,
yeah.
and then they'll be the second highest rated Pac-12 team, and they'll be the ones to go to Rose Bowl. So let's go Las Vegas, baby. Las Vegas, BYU.
So, that would be fun.
Would it be fun?
Yeah.
I mean, we'd probably just smack them. Now they don't have a defensive coordinator.
that last Las Vegas game was amazing.
It was good.
Utah BYU.
It was rowdy, for sure.
All right, Utah up 28-0 at halftime.
I've also heard rumors that
Held on
they're-
35-28.
Who's the BYU quarterback?
Jaron Hall.
Yeah, apparently he's in the transfer portal and looking at possibly coming to Utah. Hot take. It's my hot take for the day.
That's weird because he should be in the transfer portal to go to the NFL and get that money while you're healthy.
I don't know what to tell you.
He's 44 years old.
They're
All
all
right.
44 years old.
Utah, USC, what's your prediction?
I'm going to go Utah. I think Utah
Bye.
plays really well with the chip on their shoulder. Utah by 5.
There we go. Love you, Tom. Yeah.
I think Utah goes in and pulls it out.
Okay. I think it's a 28-27 Trojans win.
Really?
I think it's
That
close, and I think USC's got just too much.
Gas
and
in the tank.
I think Utah comes out and hits all cylinders for the first 2-3 quarters, and then USC
pulls
just
it out in the
gets
fourth.
it done. Yeah.
All right. Well,
we'll
it'll
see,
be
though.
interesting to see what happens.
We
But
know how I'm good at predicting things.
we obviously big game tonight against the number 4 ranked team in the country. Last night was also a big game for men's basketball against the number 4 ranked team in the country, Arizona.
I did watch some
And
of that.
I was shocked.
Yeah. Were you?
I was not expecting that.
It's great for Utah's CBI ranking and all that. It's amazing. Anytime you're this early in a college basketball season, all those rankings mean about as much as bologna sandwich on a hot day.
That's fair.
You're
But
hungry, but it's not what you want.
I went to the Utah Arizona game last year, and it looked like Arizona was playing a high school team.
Yeah. But I guess my point is Arizona's logo gets them that ranking.
True.
They're
And
probably
history.
more like the 15th ranked team in the country at the end of the season.
Well, still.
But it's still a great
Still a
mark
big
for
win.
the Utes.
Absolutely.
And
Do you think it's sustainable?
yeah, I think that it is.
We've turned a corner.
I
Craig
think,
Simpson is really
I
putting
think
his-
they've changed. I think they've changed in the right direction.
Okay.
I don't think that. Oh, they're now going to be a Sweet 16 team. I don't think that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all right.
it's good news for the Utes.
Should we talk
All right.
about the other basketball
The
team?
Utah
in the state of Utah?
Jazz. They're losing a lot.
Breaks my heart.
Does it?
Yeah.
Doesn't.
I've been-
Why?
I've been praying.
Why?
I've been praying a lot.
Have you?
Been doing a lot of extra praying lately.
That explains it.
Yeah. It's tough. I'm a diehard Utah fan, diehard Jazz fan, and it feels like we were like on this high. Things were going so well.
Oh my
And-
gosh! I thought that was Jeff Miller.
You look at the photo of these faces and it's not very happy. But big win over the Clippers. We've at least been close. We've kept it close. I'm hopeful, but I think Conley makes a bigger impact than we like to think,
I'm shocked by that.
which is crazy.
I'm completely dead shocked.
Yeah.
That they're winless without Mike Conley.
Well, one win.
Sorry. They're almost winless.
Almost winless.
Almost.
On the verge of winless.
I cannot believe
Crazy.
that he is that
He's that good.
Well,
Conley, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. Michael Conley Jr., folks.
Yeah.
I think the Jazz should not win another game. I think that's in their best interest. I've been on that train since they decided to trade both guys that were going to win them a championship.
So let me ask you this
even
question.
though they hated each other's
Do
guts.
you think now that they are seeing this team struggle, they are less likely to trade people for assets mid-season?
No, I think they're more likely to trade people.
You think they're more likely to get more assets? Even though if they continue on this trend, we end up with a lottery pick and maybe that works out well.
I guess we have to define assets.
Hold some players.
They're not going to be win now assets. They're not going to be.
No, but like, do you think they say, you know what? We're on this downhill trend. We're going to trade Markkanen and pick up even more first-round picks?
No.
Or do you think they say, you know what? We're trending in the direction of not tanking, but getting a pick that we want,
Okay.
right? Do we now hold on to all the assets we have because we feel like they're all important as we go into this rebuild?
No, because they're not all important. Michael Conley is not important to the rebuild. He's not.
So you think
he's simply not?
So looking,
he's important to winning games right now, which is not the rebuild.
Who do you think is potentially on the trade block?
Michael Conley Jr.
Okay.
I don't care what everyone says about Jordan Clarkson's untouchable. He's not. He's on the trade.
Yep.
You've got guys like Rudy Gay who are still on this roster for some reason. You have even young guys like Neil Alexander Walker, who's terrible. Mm-hmm. You have Agbaji, who's not playing
at all.
You have Jared Vanderbilt, who's tradable, although he's important to the rebuild.
Beasley?
Malik Beasley could be moved. I don't see any of them, maybe Jared Vanderbilt. All the names I just listed, with the exception of Vanderbilt, are not a 5-year plan for the Jazz,
so you think
including
really
Jordan Clarkson.
The only person that you have not mentioned have a height of over 7 feet, and that is Kessler.
He's not.
So obviously, we're not getting rid
of
Kessler.
They're not trading Kessler, and they will not trade Lauri Markkanen for anything short of the first overall pick.
Okay.
Because he should have been the first overall pick the year he came out of Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Speaking of Arizona,
the guy that went first.
What draft class was he
what
in?
year was that? Oh, don't do this to me.
5 years ago.
He's who I would have taken first overall, but I think. Okay, let's see. Lauri Markkanen, draft year. He was taken in 2017. So the number 1 pick, he was the 7th pick that year. Colin Sexton was 8th.
Wow.
Was the next. Oh no, he was the next year 8th pick. Who went number 17 overall in the NBA draft in 2017? It was Markelle Fultz. Yeah, Lauri Markkanen probably should have been first.
That's tough.
So they're not trading him. They're not trading Kessler.
Right.
Colin Sexton, I don't think they're going to be trading. And I don't see anyone else. But there's this thing where they right now, if the season ended today, the Jazz are like picking 8th, 15th, and 26th.
Yep.
They need to be picking 3rd, 9th, and 15th.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So
I agree.
All right. So the Jazz, they're losing, but they're still fun.
Yeah, still fun. It's exciting.
Which is important.
Still better than last year.
All right, and then the World Cup, Josh Goldsmith.
Yeah.
The
exciting.
God, it was tough.
Did you watch that game?
Which one? The Iran?
Yeah.
No, because I was really busy here.
Okay.
But I did watch most of the second and the ending of Poland, Argentina, and Mexico, Kazakhstan. When Mexico got eliminated, which was tough.
In the last 15 minutes of the USA-Iran game on what day was that? Wednesday? Tuesday?
Yeah.
I think I added years to my life.
Did you? Well, they added 9 minutes of stoppage time. 9 minutes
of stoppage time is absurd. And the number of opportunities that Iran had was absurd.
Well, the stoppage times in this World Cup have generally been
absurd,
extensive.
Yeah.
How about we just do away with stoppage time, and when someone fakes an injury, you stop the clock?
Or
how about we just do that?
Let them play.
Just run the clock out. Well, then people will fake an injury and run the clock out. I'm saying throughout the game instead of just adding seconds. Just stop the clock.
So there's a true 90 minutes.
You've got
playing
30
time.
seconds to get back in the game or off the field.
I like it.
Yeah. But anyway, the U.S. moves on, albeit they backdoored their way into moving on.
Oh my God! You in the back door.
They scored a
I'm
goal,
gonna recommend
man.
that you start coming in the back door.
They scored 2. Wow. Check that. They scored 2 goals in 3 games. And advance? That's
I don't know what to tell you.
soccer.
But they
Go
never
figure.
had a goal scored on them.
Do they beat the Netherlands? My favorite team in the world,
I'm
the
gonna
Netherlands.
say yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they lose 4-1. I don't think it's going to
Did
be
you
close.
see Belgium lost?
No, I didn't. Did
Yeah.
you see Germany's out?
It's
Huh.
the underdogs.
I love the orange of the Netherlands.
We have the youngest team.
That goal from Pulisic was amazing. It was
Incredible.
great. It was a great pass
Yeah.
and great finish. All right. I love the World Cup. I hate Qatar. Not the
Yeah, I
people,
would agree
but
with
the
that.
government. And I hate FIFA.
I appreciate the clarification.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, coming up next, it is time for clue number 3. I don't know what it says.
Could you be the winner?
No, I can't be. I
right.
was eliminated from competition.
I was asking like the people listening.
Could you be the winner?
Mom?
Well, yeah, Mom. Dad. Mom won last week. Dad,
Listen
get it
up.
this week. All right.
All right.
Coming up next in Wheels. We'll see.
The mission of Discovery Gateway Children's Museum is to inspire children of all ages and abilities to imagine, discover, and connect with their world to make a difference.
But no matter where you live in Utah, Discovery Gateway Children's Museum and Mark Miller Subaru believe that your child should have access to the educational programs that help them learn both inside and outside of the classroom. That's why Discovery Gateway's fleet of Mark Miller Subaru outreach vehicles help deliver informal science education programs to classrooms throughout Utah. These Subarus travel to nearly 1,000 schools to help educators inspire their students to think big and to dream even bigger.
After all, when we come together to deliver opportunities for success, we're creating a stronger future for our community and building leaders of tomorrow. Join Mark Miller Subaru in delivering hope during the Subaru Share the Love event happening now. Learn more at markmillersubaru.com.
Time for Wheels.
Be right back.
Wheel. Whip. Why are you saying that like that? What is this?
This
2100
is
South.
2100 South.
There's 3 options ahead for 2100 South. They are these. I don't care what they do, Josh Goldsmith, as
Have
long
you driven
as
on 21st South lately?
I have by complete mistake because I avoid that place like
the plague.
I'd rather be wrongfully accused and convicted of death row prison than have to drive down 2100 South ever again.
I wish you could drop this mic on this table after that comment.
Boom,
said.
UDOT.
Wow.
It's unbelievably frustrating.
It is unbelievably frustrating.
And it's dangerous for pedestrians, for drivers.
And really, it's all Chick-fil-A's fault.
Almost 100%.
Is Chick-fil-A's fault.
From
And it
from
impacts
about
blocks.
From about 7th East, it's all Chick-fil-A's fault.
And they redid the parking lot to make it a little bit better.
No.
And it's even worse, I think.
Well, that poor hotel there.
Out of business.
Is it really?
It probably
Yeah,
should be. I don't know where they park.
I don't know how. I would not. I'm sure it's doing great because there is a lot of traffic on 2100 South. But I don't know if I'd want my business on 2100 South.
I mean,
right now.
Chick-fil-A has to be paying them like, we're really sorry for all this lost business you've had because of our parking lot line.
Can we use your entire parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you rent 15 rooms a night.
Bingo.
Yeah.
It's all yours. It'll be
so-
interesting to see what happens.
And then if you're trying to go straight and someone's turning left going
Good
west,
luck.
forget it. You're stuck.
I
So
will
here's
say,
some ideas.
there are a lot of roads,
No change.
23rd East being one of them, that went to a system very similar to this with the really truly designated bike lanes. And it's a really nice change. So I would be very hopeful that they would go with option 1, but I think it's only going to make 21st South even more of a mess because it's so highly trafficked, and I don't know how you have a 2-lane road on such a main thoroughfare.
I'll tell you my one problem here. What you just said is it might be more of a mess. I love people that decide to cycle. It's not for me, but if you want to ride a bike around town, go for it. What we don't need in Sugar House is more hipsters on gearless bikes in the effing road. We don't need you.
Stick to the Parley's Trail.
As Grandpa said, sidewalks are for bikes. Roads are for cars.
All right.
I don't know if my grandpa
Your
ever
grandpa
said
was
that,
a wise
but
man.
I think he'd agree with it.
Maybe he's listening.
Seriously, get out of the road. We got enough going on 2100 South.
It is
So
irritating.
we'll see. All right.
What
What are we
next?
doing next? We're talking
We're talking about MMDesign
Corey Zink. He is our accessories director
and a true listener
Gentleman.
of the show.
and a scholar. And
He drives this really cool Forester
he likes movies.
that he parks on big rocks.
This is his Forester Wilderness.
He's also the owner of 2 potbelly pigs.
No, he is not.
Fun fact. Yep.
What? What?
No, I'm dead serious. I'm gonna get him to
At
send
his house?
photos. Yep. They
What
live
do
in
they
his
do?
house. They live outside.
In his house?
In his house. I'm gonna get photos, and we're gonna post them up here next week for the viewers.
I've seen him eat bacon.
Well, no, he doesn't.
He does.
No.
I swear I've seen him.
We're gonna
eat-
go
Oh,
we're gonna have to have a conversation with Corey after this. But
He has
Design
pet pigs.
Pet pigs, 2 of them. 2 of them.
Cute.
He was talking to me about their
What are their
hoof
names?
problems the other day. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I was hoping roast beef and market. All right.
All right.
Sorry.
So, as someone who
This is a
sells
tricked out
cars,
Forester.
have you sold any with lifts?
You know, I have not sold a car with a lift before.
Okay.
But I know that the LP Adventure Lift, that's a company that works with us, and Corey can get that for you for a screaming amount. I love these wheels that he's got on his.
The wheels are awesome.
I just ordered a Forester Wilderness for myself,
You did.
and I really want these wheels.
They're awesome. It makes a huge difference. The really cool thing is, I mean, a lot of people can get into trouble, and it feels like it's a really overwhelming venture when you start wanting to make these changes and upgrades to your cars, right? But Subaru drivers love to stand out. They like to be different. And so Corey's whole role and his whole job is helping you down that process of, I want to do new wheels and tires, and that's it. Or maybe you also want to add a lift, or maybe you want to add a skid plate if you're going camping and you want to protect the undercarriage of your vehicle.
Yeah.
Corey's done a lot of really cool stuff to his car. We've kind of made it a show car so you can see all the different options, from ski racks to snow tires to
These cool little spotlights.
cool lights to, I mean, you name it, he can help you with it. And it's a they've done some really cool builds over the last couple of years, and he'd be more than happy to help you outfit your vehicle if that's something you'd be interested in.
I had a customer this summer who wanted an Ascent Limited,
Okay.
but wanted the Onyx look.
Yep.
And Corey helped them make an Ascent Limited look like an Onyx.
Yeah.
But it had the stuff inside that
Yep.
of a Limited.
Yeah.
Which I chrome delete, changing the powder coating wheels,
wheels.
which
Yep.
is actually really pretty affordable.
Very affordable. Shockingly affordable.
And so it's how do we get a hold of Corey if you're interested in doing this?
Yeah.
801 Corey.
801 Corey Zinke. No, reach out to Corey Z at mmsubaru.com if you have questions, or call the store and ask for Corey. He'd be more than happy to help you.
Sorry.
He may even be willing to tell you about his pigs.
I'm good. I cannot wait to go
I know,
ask
we're
him
going to go ask him about his pigs after this. But no, he's extremely knowledgeable. This is his passion. It's something he's been doing for a really long time, and he'd be more than happy to help you figure out how to make your car really cool.
He's a cool dude. I like Corey a lot.
All right.
All right, and then it's time. We're gonna
The Clue of Clues, also known as Blues Clues.
Super Blues Hazy Hunt for Hope.
That too.
Now, if you've missed it, there are 7 keys hidden in and throughout the Salt Lake area. We have given away 2 of them. Every Friday here on the show, we give you this hint hours before the general public gets it.
And last week, that benefited the person that found it.
Thank you, random citizen, for listening, because you are welcome. They found the clue. We can say where it was last week. It was at Pinky's Gentleman's Club. No, it was. I just drove past that. That's why it's in my mind.
3037 South State Street. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Where it was at the Malinois Foundation.
That was the first one.
Well, that was the first one. What last week was? At Proper. It was at Proper.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, we have the third one.
And now, do you want to read the clue?
I'll read it.
Because I like to get in Suba Blue's mind before I read this clue.
What I'm realizing as I've started reading through these clues is that if our marketing team ever got like fired or let go, they could open a business of creating clues.
Well,
it is on a different level.
Yeah, I've said this before. Mike Aguilar, the Da Vinci Code of Mark Miller Subaru.
It's true. All right, so
who
here we go.
Who wrote this one? Did Mike write this one?
All of us.
A team effort?
Together.
All right.
All of us did together.
That's so
for real?
Sweet.
No, wait, this one was more Joseph.
Okay, so you'll be able to figure this one out.
This is going to be an easy one.
Bless his heart.
All right. Hello, friends. It's me, Suba Blue, and I'm here to offer you your adventurous third clue.
I don't believe you. You got to sell it. You got to sell it. Yeah, I don't believe you.
Take 2.
I hear Josh. I don't hear Suba Blue.
Hello, friends. It's me, Suba Blue, and I'm here to offer you your adventurous third clue. I'm an explorer at heart, and that's where you'll find the third key when you're ready to start. You'll soon discover that I'm a big, furry lover. I'm playful in nature, and I'll make a wager at this place you'll be to. I like pretending to be a mechanic, and at the place the world can be gigantic. Don't hesitate or wait. Grab your partner or a mate and begin your search outside the gate.
Oh, so it's outside the gate.
I thought it was inside the gate. God, this one really's got me stumped.
That
was pretty good.
It is good as well. It's well done, Suba Blue.
Thank
Joseph.
You.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I
know exactly where this one is, actually.
Do you?
I've had some doubts the first two times.
But you're feeling confident.
But this one, I know 100% for sure it's at Hogle Zoo. It's not at Hogle Zoo. But I know where it is.
Do you?
Yeah, 100%. You want me to tell you?
After the show.
Okay.
All right.
I'll tell you next week where it was this
next week.
But yeah, every Friday here on the podcast, you get it probably around 4 hours
you got a head start.
Everyone else.
Ready, set, go. And what do they get if they find one of these keys?
Well, that's the thing, is there's 7 of them. We've given away 2. There's 5 left, including today. And one of these 7 keys will unlock Blue's vault, which has $2,500 cash inside it. And that's coming up in January. The first week of January after the Share the Love event ends. Reminder, Share the Love event. Come in, buy, lease, order a new Subaru, and we will donate $500 to either Discover Gateway or the Volunteers of America, Utah.
There you go.
All right.
Exciting times.
Come on
I
in.
just got my new car, so I got to participate and share the love.
You got a new car?
I did.
Again?
What do you mean again?
You just got an XT.
A year ago.
A year ago? Huh. It's good to be guru.
I have a new car on order.
But I'm not sure I can get it because you only get one a year. How are you getting another one?
Because I waited a year.
All right.
Normally it's every 6 months, but now I have to wait a year.
It's every 6 months.
I'm getting awfully close to having to register the dang thing. Luckily, the car came in on time. All right.
Coming up next, Reels. Da 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 da. Be back.
For the past 36 years, Volunteers of America, Utah, has been the life-saving voice and service provider for Utah's most vulnerable populations.
And with more than 40 Mark Miller Subaru vehicles, they deliver love and support to individuals experiencing homelessness in our community.
In 2017, Volunteers of America expanded their services by opening Utah's first homeless youth resource center.
This remarkable youth shelter not only provides a safe space for thousands of homeless youth in Utah, but offers them a place for food, warmth, mental and emotional support, and above all else, love.
And through the Subaru Love Promise, Mark Miller Subaru has been honored to partner with the VOA to help feed, shelter, and support the nearly 2,000 homeless youth who have benefited from their life-saving services. Join Mark Miller Subaru in delivering hope during the Subaru Share the Love event happening now.
Time for Reels, episode 34. We've done 34 Reels. We've done 34 sports and 34 wheels, and now we're about to do a 34th Reels.
Big
time.
Big time.
Halfway to 68. Edit.
We're gonna
78 out, 68
cut.
in. Yeah. All right.
Austin obviously not participating in our kindergarten tutoring twice a week. Hashtag
They
shout
keep
out.
sending these emails. You don't have to be a teacher. You don't have to be smart to do these. I'm like, you don't want me there.
Austin just got put on the blacklist.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, lots of jokes.
Are there any kindergartners that would be willing to tutor Austin? You can call us at 1-800-AUSTIN needs help.
Yeah. Well, that's for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's play a trailer.
Okay.
It's been.
You're excited about this
I
one.
saw this tweet from someone that made me laugh. It's been 34 years since the last one came out.
34 years, 34th episode.
It hasn't been because they made another one in the early 2000s
That's true.
or mid 2000s.
Do you want to know a fun fact?
But you skipped that one because it was terrible.
You want to know a fun fact?
Huh.
I've been to Petra, where Indiana Jones was filmed.
Really?
Big like rock buildings
Yeah,
that are like
yeah.
carved into the.
Yeah.
I've been there.
That was Raider. That was Last Crusade.
Yep.
No, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
But I've been there.
Nope. Last Crusade.
Couldn't tell
Last
you.
Crusade.
But I've been there.
Last Crusade. Here it is. Indiana Jones and 89-year-old Harrison Ford.
For your viewing pleasure.
Dial of Destiny. Hit it.
I miss the desert. I miss the sea. And I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
Those days have come and gone.
Perhaps, perhaps not.
I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life, I've seen things. Things I can't explain. And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe. It's how hard you believe it.
Who is this man?
I'm her godfather.
Related.
Get back!
Woo! I think it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be good.
There's potential.
I got burned by Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. That was a
Really
tough one.
bad. Oh, terrible.
Big letdown.
The funniest part of that was when he was at the nuclear testing ground and hid inside a fridge.
Tough. That was a tough pill to swallow.
And then the aliens were in charge. Unbelievable. Yeah. So hopefully they've done it. Hopefully Shia LaBeouf is nowhere near this one. All due respect to my guy.
Yeah. But steer clear, please.
So we're excited. I did see that Disney is weeks away from shutting down the ride. Indiana
Really?
Jones ride.
Why is that?
I don't know. I thought it was weird timing to have a movie.
I love
teasing.
that. That's like my favorite ride in Disneyland.
Well, they're getting rid of it.
Well, looks like I'm taking next week off to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, okay. All right. Also, I watched a documentary this week. We've been on this series, the Untold documentary on Netflix.
So interesting.
Did you see this one?
I have not watched this one yet.
So we've talked about the Tim Donaghy one. We talked about the Manti Te'o. We talked about what's the third one we talked
the
about
Palace?
last week? Yeah, the Mouse at the Palace.
Yep.
Now I've watched the Untold, the Rise and Fall of An 1.
Yep.
I forgot how I have so much An 1 gear, it's ridiculous. I forgot how big the
It was.
mixtape was.
Yep.
And that it was just given away. They were just giving those things away
Yeah.
on VHS. And I also forgot that Vince Carter, in the best slam dunk competition of all time, was wearing An 1 Tai Chis,
Yeah.
where they were two different colors. You remember that?
People forget.
This documentary is fascinating about how fast
Rise
An
and
1
Fall.
rose to where it was almost beating Nike.
Yep.
And
It was
in
crazy.
a lot of ways did beat Nike. And then Nike caught on to this whole street cred thing of basketball.
Yeah.
And one went away. And why it went away, it's really, really good. You should watch it tonight.
Okay.
After the Utes beat USC.
God, you're starting to figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
Really, and for anyone who has not watched any of this Untold series, they are really, really well done.
Yep.
Worth a watch. Can't go wrong.
And it's kind of sad what happened to some of these N1 megastars that were just gods.
Have you watched the tennis one?
No.
Okay.
I skipped over the tennis.
I will. It's good.
Is it?
It is good. Worth a watch.
All right. And Disney has a flop on their hands.
Do they?
Strange World. Strange Worlds? Strange World.
I'll tell you, you're going to have to carry this one.
How it kind of looks like Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
And
the cover
DuckTales.
even kind of looks like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
What is this? Looks like a germ.
It's
looks
kind
like
of
COVID.
It's an alien COVID germ. I don't know. I've not seen this movie. I don't know that I will. This has done so poorly that Disney's not talking about it. Disney's not promoting it.
Sweeping it under the rug is what we call that.
And it is on track to be the biggest animation flop of all time. Not just Disney, but of all time.
Sounds expensive.
I went over the list before the show of previous flops. Treasure Planet is the biggest one of all time.
I've never even heard of that.
It's a Disney. It's Treasure Island, but in space.
Okay.
It was the year 2000. It was one of the first 2D meets 3D animation, and it just didn't really do so well. It lost, I think, $40 million.
Wow.
This one is set to lose $500 million.
Excuse me.
So it had a budget.
Oh my God.
Had a budget of $101 million, and it's made $21 million.
Oh, wow.
So
what? Just out of curiosity, you may not know this, but what is the highest grossing animated movie Disney's made?
At one point, it was Lion King. I think it's now Frozen.
Okay. That would make sense.
Yeah. So there you go. 34 episodes in. Well done.
Sports, wheels, and reels.
I will be here next week in some iteration. Josh will be.
Holding down the fort.
Maybe Mike Aguilar. Ashley will be behind the controls as always.
Maybe we can get
Jeff
to
will
make
be.
an appearance.
No, I don't. Has Nate earned it?
I don't know.
We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll have to powwow.
Jeff will try to call Jeff during visiting hours. All right. For Ashley and the whole marketing team and Josh Goldsmith and Corey Zinke.
And Corey Zinke. And his pigs.
Love you, brother. I'm Austin Horton. Enjoy the Utes tonight. Utah by 5.
Trust me.